Hey, how's it going? POA here. Zendikar Rising Collector Battle. We're kind of in the in-between area right now. We are waiting to really get a full drop of Phyrexia. All will be one. So what better set to open for the time? By the way, do we realize this set is just about 2.5 years old now? Like, really? Zendikar Rising is now close to about 2.5 years old. Sheesh. Time has gone nuts. It's gone plumb loco. Alright, so we're going to take the things out. This is a battle. I didn't really say that. If you're new to the channel, I do a lot of these. Especially this set. I think I've opened more of this set than anybody else on the planet. I may be wrong, but I don't think I am. How this works is we've got 4 participants. Each one's going to get 3 packs out of here. We're going to add up their total mana value of all of their rares and mythics. And whoever gets the highest total and whoever gets the lowest total is going to get one of those box stoppers. Then, if we have a tie, whoever has the single highest casting cost mythic, and if that doesn't do it, whoever has the single highest casting cost rare will win. Doesn't matter if it's the high or low for that. So first we've got David, 3 packs. Kobe, 3 packs. By the way, in the battles, because somebody will always end up asking, yes, all the things inside their packs belong to them. Even the commons. Nathan, 3, and then Clunker Punker with 3. Okay. I just want to stop and say, when I just kind of put up, we had 1 that we put up Brothers War, Dominaria Remastered Collector, Zendikar. All feels right in the world when Zendikar is one of the first things to fill. It really is. It's just feels natural. All right, we're gonna do this in 3 rounds. David, you're up first. Okay, so there's gonna be some commons. We don't care about the commons. There's a couple uncommons that are great hits, but overall we'll be mostly passing those up. So first you're gonna have an island. Seagate Stormcaller for our first mythic, and hopefully many more to come. That is a 2. Squizzworm! Alright, you're at a 5 so far. Beloth. Elemental. Squizzworm times 2. I hope you needed a Squizzworm, because now you got deuces. You're at an 8. Squid and Foil Pathway. Always a great hit. We got the River Glide Pathway in the foil borderless, with then the Lava Glide Pathway. One of the most expensive ones too on top of it. Pretty good first pack after the unfortunate mythic hit, but the rares pulled out. So that is an 8 in your first pack, David. Kobe, you are up. Let's see how you do. Alright. Commons, uncommons. Okay, nothing. Really, there's primarily 2 that we're looking for. Alright. Yasharn. Cool card. That is a 4. Mean card, really. Hey, Skyclave Relic. There's another solid rare. That's a 7 so far. McKindy Ox. Scythe Cat. Alright, our second pathway already. We got the Crag Crown Pathway in the borderless, along with the Timber Crown Pathway. Still at a 7. And we got our first expedition already. Scalding freaking tar, baby! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Kobe, congratulations on the Expedition Foil Scalding Tarn. While I don't always sleeve cards up until after the video, I do make a case for Zendikar Rising. There we go. That is about as good of a 7 as you can get. Nathan, you're up. By the way, it's only 1 down, right? Boxes average 2. You can get only 1, but you can also get 3. I've never seen 4. I don't think it exists, but I guess it could, right? I guess I've heard 0 has existed, but I've opened up a lot of this, so hopefully, well, it already hasn't happened. I don't have to knock on wood. Relic Axe. Inscription of Insight for a 4. Nimble Trap Finder, you're at a 6. I don't know what the heck I turned on, but alright. Rune Crab. And we got Jace. I think people are actually have been looking at this card recently. We'll see if anything happens out of it out of deck building. That's a 9 so far. McKindy Ox. And a Lotus Cobra. Always cool. So that is an 11. You got a foil showcase Lotus Cobra. Alright, Clunker Punker. There we go. That's one of the uncommons we want to see. Malakir Rebirth. Alright, here we go. First rare. Wayward Guide Beast for a little old one. Followed by Zagreus with that huge 6. So you're at a 7 so far. Okay. Squid, Beloth. Hey, another Lotus Cobra. That's cool. That is a 9. Lotus Cobra box. Geopede. And Shadow's Verdict. So you're at a... While that's not necessarily a hit that you want, that is a casting cost that's going to put you currently in the high. Hold on, let me just double check myself. So you're at a 14. All right, first round. David's at an 8. Kobe's in a low at a 7. Nathan's at an 11. Clunker Punker's in a high at a 14. Next round. David. God, these boxes are so good. They're so good. This is such a good collector product. Like they really... All right, Thieving Skydiver. There's a sweet pull. That is a 2, or a nice pull anyway. I'm going to put them on the side and double count. Phylath. Beefy number 6. So that is an 8 so far. Scythe Cat. Lagak. Needle Verge Pathway. And of course, then the Pillar Verge Pathway. So you're still at an 8. Fledgling. And Mythic. Oh, well, Extended Art Foil Seagate Stormcall. Mythics have not been kind to us so far. Not in this box. No, sir. Rares have been very kind to us so far. Thankfully, this is a set where rares can do a lot of damage. Thankfully. Because otherwise, that would be like, oh boy. Oh boy. That is a 10, David. So you're an 18. Kobe, you're up. Alright. And you got a mountain. Oops. Master of Winds for a 4. Maddening Cacophony, you're at a 6. Squid, Felidar. Another pathway, a Bright Climb pathway, and of course then you got the Grim Climb pathway. God, we are killing it with the pathways. Hellhound, and the Coral Helm Chronicler Extended Art Foil. So what do you have there? You have a 9. So you're at a 16, Kobe. All right, Nathan, you're up. All right, so got, of course, Full Art Swampy, and into Legion Angel for a 4, Extended Art. Nom 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 nap. Very nice. Nice Mythic. Finally, the first Mythic of the box that is actually a very good pull. That is an 8. Fledgling, Jerboa, Phylath. This is how you get back into the high, folks. This is how you manage to do this in one of these boxes. You're at a 14. Felidar. And then a Shatter Skull Charger for a 17. Huge. You're at a 28, Nathan. All right, Clunker. So you're at a 14 going in this pack. Nathan just had himself a beefy pack. How are you going to follow that up? All right. So there's commercials on this. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. Thanks Spotify. Appreciate it. All right, we got Ondu Inversion for All right, and David wins the low. Okay, so final totals. David, 27 and has the single highest casting cost mythic of the tie. You win the low. Kobe, 27, but you didn't even pull a mythic. Nathan, 34. Whew. And then Clunker Punker in the high at a 35. What a battle. Before I open those, this is going to take longer than my usual. I just have to know. Actually, it may not be setting a record, but it is a lot of them. Yeah, 8. So we had 8 pathways in total in this battle. That is quite a few. Not a record setter, but that is a lot. All right, David, we're going to open up yours first. If you're new to the channel, these stupid little one-card packs of Zendikar Rising, I try to be super careful. Here we go. Okay, David, what do you got? Celestial Colonnade. I mean, it is a cool card. Not the hit you're necessarily looking for, but not terrible either. I'll sleeve that up actually in a second here. Let's leave that there. And Clunker Punker. Okay. There we go. Last one. Spire Garden. Always a solid little pull right there. Okay. Well, that's yet another Zendikar Rising battle in the book. Thank you, everybody, for participating. That's always a good time. I hope everybody had a good time. I hate to say F's in the chat for Nathan for that ending loss. But, yeah. That's it. That's all I got. Go home. Bye.